Hey folks, how we doing? Kieran the Realtor here, nice and early on a Saturday morning. Wanted to just quickly reach out to everyone and talk about home equity loans and home equity. I've had a friend reach out to me and kind of ask me a few questions, thinking about possibly becoming, a landlord. So wanted to just kind of touch on that here this morning and try and educate people as to the path, if you like, to becoming a property investor. So wanted to take you through an example of kind of how that works. So let's get into it. So let's say your house is worth $250,000 for round numbers, and you bought it probably 10 years ago, and you've seen some great appreciation on your home, and let's say your mortgage is probably somewhere in the vicinity of say 150 grand for round numbers. And then so if your mortgage is 150 grand and your home is worth 250,000, you've essentially got $100,000 worth of what they call equity in your home. That's your money. That's your wealth that you've built over time. And so as a property investor, or as a potential property investor, you're able to access that money to then do home improvements, pay off student loans, take a vacation. And what some people choose to do, what I've chosen to do, is utilize that equity to go and buy other properties and start building wealth. And real estate has traditionally been one of the smartest and safest investments that you can purchase in your life, and one of the I guess the safest routes to becoming wealthy. And so with that said, let's go through the process. So that $100,000 worth of equity that you have in your home, you can go to the bank and they will issue you a home equity loan or a home equity line of credit to the value of 80% of that equity. So in this example, you've got $100,000 worth of equity. You are able to essentially create a line of credit against your home. It's taken out as a second mortgage for what would be about $80,000 in this case. You can then use that $80,000 to then go and purchase an investment property. That $80,000 is an interest-only loan, generally over a 10-year period. And so you've got your down payment now, and you're out there looking for investment properties. And what you're looking for is for the rent, essentially, in your investment property to cover mortgage, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And so with all that said, I know many people, this can be kind of a frightening territory, if you like, because they don't want to deal with the tenants, and they don't want to deal with things breaking, and they don't want to have to fix things, and they don't want to deal with the headache of becoming a landlord. And so generally what I advise is outsourcing those headaches to a property management company, which will take the 2 a.m. phone call if your toilet stops working or a pipe bursts. And there are a number of, I guess, great benefits of buying an investment property. One, you're able to, write off on your taxes all the repair costs, the interest costs of your mortgage. You are able to also benefit from the appreciation that you may see of that investment property. And essentially, you've got somebody else then paying down your mortgage on that investment property. So it's kind of, there's a number of ways there that I've just outlined that you are able to build wealth. So in a nutshell, that's kind of how to buy an investment property using the equity in your home. It's a pretty simple process. You go to the bank, you fill out the home equity loan application. They send out an appraiser to appraise your home. Once that value is derived, they then issue you 80% of the value of the equity in your home. You speak with a loan officer about getting pre-approved to purchase an investment property. Investment loans are normally a little higher than a regular owner-occupied home. And then you speak to a realtor like myself, and we go and find you an investment property. We look at expected rents. We look at rental demand in certain areas. And so it's a fairly simple process. If you want any more information about this, I'd love to sit down, have a cup of coffee with you, and kind of take you through it. Hope you have a good day.